Hey, it's Sunday, March 22nd, 2026, 9:33 p.m. here in the Garden State. It's actually starting to feel like the Garden State was like 60, I don't know, 265. Awesome weather today. Rain tonight, which is good. We need the rain. Um, yeah, it's nice to get outside and get a little fresh air. I'm Jason with the Inspired Life, where I love sketching architecture, especially New York City, as you can see here, is one of my most favorite places to sketch. And join me for a little bit, not too long tonight. I haven't done my daily sketching, so I want to come online, do some sketching, spread some positivity through creativity. I don't know what I'm gonna sketch yet, but I have a couple of little sketchbooks here that I've had from the past. Maybe we'll find something in there to kind of inspire me a little bit. So let me zoom in on the camera. Feel free to say hello in the chat. I hope you're having a good day. I kind of wish it was Saturday night because I have school tomorrow. Not that I dislike school, I like teaching. But I don't know about you guys. I could always use one more day on the weekend. I usually find like one day I need just to rest and recover from the past week. One day I need to try to catch up on stuff around the house and paperwork. Um, and then I would love another day to just do nothing. Yeah. All right. Anyway, that's just my scoop. Hope you're having a great day. So I've been, if you've been following my adventures lately, this will be a little repeat, but I have this cool sketchbook and I'm trying something new this season. I want to branch out with my art a little bit. So what I've been doing is I'll kind of show you. In the past I still love doing just kind of black and white sketches. This is the shed over in Hudson Yards, but I'm trying to take my sketches in a little different direction, and I'm kind of throwing down these abstract backgrounds and then coming on top of them with some sketches. I'm focusing on NYC buildings for this because I want to turn these images into a calendar. So be on the lookout for a calendar this year. But here's some examples you can see, abstract backgrounds. And we have the Oculus building. We have the Copper building. Lincoln Center. This season be a fan favorite so far. St. Patrick's, Manhattan Bridge, Domino Sugar Factory. This might be one of my faves just because of the colors. And we did the Empire State Building last night, which I think I'm going to do a little more to. I want to make it look a little more 3D at the top. And then some blank pages. So I don't know what I'm going to do tonight, but I brought out some small sketchbooks. I want to look through them. Maybe we'll do a quick kind of show and tell. And maybe I'll get some inspo. I'm thinking maybe I'll sketch part of the Met building or a Central Park bridge, or I honestly don't know. One World Trade, maybe. We'll see. Or maybe I won't sketch anything. I'll just keep talking. All right. If you guys want to follow along, here's what I'm listening to on Spotify. I can't play it out loud, but you're welcome to join this playlist. This is created by my friend Maddie. So shout out to Maddie. This is the playlist here. Maddie's Sick Awesome playlist. You can find it on Spotify. And has all kinds of classic songs on it. And Maddie is a music buff, and I love this. She curated a lot of songs for me before she graduated and after she graduated. And I like to use this playlist in my classroom. All right. Hey, I see Edie's in. Edie, how are you? So Awesome to see you. Hope you had a fine Manhattan day today. All right, let's do a little show and tell. I'm gonna zoom in. So I just grabbed these little sketchbooks from my shelf here. I don't even really know what's in them. So let's see. Maybe we'll find some inspo. So we'll kind of treat tonight maybe as a little sketchbook show and tell. I'm really bad at numbering and putting years and stuff. The man says as he has a year here. Well, it says 2022, but we'll see. So I have some sketches in here. This is the Hilton Garden Hotel, but I'm not gonna. I'll skim through some of these. Here I was practicing the Golden Gate Bridge. I've never been there in person. It's on my list. Just some bridge sketches. These are from 2023, so we have a wide array of years. This looks like part of the Brooklyn Bridge. So these are one of the sketchbooks I would take into the city with me, so we'll see some NYC sketches. This is the Battersea Power Station in London. I have not been there, but it's an incredible building. Some notes, blah, blah, blah. Thanks for joining me, guys, in this kind of little sketchbook. I love going through old sketchbooks. I never know what inspo I'll find. These are sketches from inside a church here. Michael's Harbor Freight. This might be just a made-up picture. Or maybe I was sitting in the parking lot. Oh, this is me playing with cars one day. This is in a Panera? Maybe this might be a Panera. All right, here you go. We got some NYC sketches here. Let me move that tag. Here you can kind of see One World Trade in the background. This is the Shed, Hudson Yards. So these were done on location. Urban sketches here. I don't remember where this one is. Dang. Don't know remember where that building is. Again, let's see. I'm just going with, maybe we'll find some inspo in here. I don't know. That's the vessel. I know that. That's the vessel. Hudson Yards. Quick sketch of it. These are just more views at Hudson Yards. Hudson Yards again. I love Hudson Yards. This is a view along the High Line. So these are really quick, fast sketches. Chrysler Building. Oh, ding, 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 10 points. Maybe we'll do a Chrysler Building sketch for our calendar. So that's a Chrysler Building. Feel free to say hello in the comments, guys. I'll be checking in. All right. So where's that Chrysler Building sketch? Somewhere in here. Hope you guys had a great week, great weekend. Hope it was fun, relaxing, maybe accomplishing. Let's kind of mark the page. Yeah, all that fun stuff. Mine blew by way too dang fast. I am so not ready for the weekend to end. Although I am getting excited for my trip and praying that the whole TSA, I don't want to use the word disaster, but the whole TSA situation that's happening across the airports calms down, is back in order and somewhat of an order so that we get through smoothly onto our flight next Saturday. So positive vibes out for that. All right. I'm doing a lot of chatting. Hey, Gigi's in the house. Gigi, how are you? Good to see you. Awesome. So we got Edie, Gigi, I love that you guys are here. Um, you're getting the circle of death. Oh no. Hmm. Hey, I'm back. Let me know if the circle of death is still there or not. Thanks for sticking with me, guys. Am I back live? Let me know. I am so sorry it was buffering. Hopefully, it's not buffering anymore. I'm mega closing windows over here. Going to restart. Hey guys, before I restart, can you hear me? Is it better? Is it better? Let me know in the chats. All right, hey, let's try this again before I restart. Let me know. Thumbs up. I am so sorry. You know, I know why I was buffering. That was all boring. The buffering, you guys didn't miss anything. It was just me rambling about sketchbook stuff. All right, it's better. All right, cool. Thank you guys for staying with me. Yeah, I had I had Claude doing some work on another web page for me, trying to help me with gather some info. So apparently, I cannot have Claude. Claude is an AI like ChatGPT, so I can't have Claude working while I'm live streaming. Now I know. How the heck are you guys? How are you guys? Oh, right. Here's a cool sketch of St. Nicholas. This is from December 2024, St. Nicholas Cathedral. Love it. Here's a great shot of One World Trade. You know what? Let's do that. Let's hit One World Trade. We're gonna sketch that tonight. Which page do we want to do it on? Let's do One World Trade on here. Hey, no more buffering. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You can hear me. Yes. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 1 point for me. Darn internet. Okay. All right, guys. Let's sketch One World Trade. Feel free to ask me questions. Excuse me. I'm tired. I like to sketch. This I did on location at One World Trade. So I'm going to use that as kind of a ref. And we'll just kind of block it out on our pages here. Spring is finally here, and I'm loving it. It was warm out today. It's raining tonight, and that's okay. Which is so nice to get some fresh air. Recorded one of my hike and Mike videos, which I'll post Probably today or tomorrow. Ooh, the Smiths. We got the Smiths on. Shout out to Maddie for this playlist. Maddie's a good egg. She helped me a lot over the summer with my social media posts, especially on TikTok. She was trying to make me look cool on TikTok. So I really appreciated that, and be awesome to get her back again this summer to help. Yeah, I needed someone to help me look cool on TikTok. It is so hard to stand out on the socials, as you guys probably know. And that's okay. Yeah, so we'll do a little one world trade here. I think I'm gonna pull out some of the. I like the buildings. I kind of like this view with some of the buildings around it. So maybe we'll do that as well. Add some of these. I hope I'm not buffering still. Alrighty then, let's break out. So I'm using a lot of the same colors in this sketchbook, which I think is a good idea if I'm going to make a calendar. Everything would be kind of cohesive. That's a fancy schmancy word. Be a little on the cohesive side. So it all kind of, even though they're separate buildings, it will kind of looks similar. I believe this view of One World Trade was from over by the St. Nicholas Greek Orthodox Church. If you haven't been there, it's a beautiful. I like to call it a jewel box of a building. Here's my sketch of it. Fun fact about One World Trade Center, it is 1,776 feet tall. 1,776 feet tall. And that is to the top, the tippy top of the antenna, which would go off the page here. So why is that significant, right? 1776. I still have not been to the observation deck of One World Trade, so I'd love to hit that this summer or spring. Be cool to go on top and check out the views from up there. Boy, my NYC list, to-do list is ever growing. Right, for you guys that live in New York City, it is, am I right? Is it impossible to do every single thing in your lifetime in New York City? There's just so much to see and do. All right, let's say hello in the chat. Now that we're done buffering. Man, you should see the lobby of the Chrysler Building. It's a deco masterpiece. I have not been inside. I love that pro tip. Man, that's a great idea. I've been inside the Empire State Building lobby. Yeah, I guess it's open to the public, right? Dang it. I'm striking out with these markers. With these gel pens. There we go. This playlist is great. Now we have, I went from the Smiths to Frank Sinatra. I'm caught up, thanks. Yeah, I really do appreciate you guys sticking in that during that buffering. That buffering is the closest I'll ever get to, being buff. Yeah, this is me flexing off camera. That is the closest. Buffering is the closest I will get to being buff. JLM's in the house. Hello, loud and clear. It's always nice to have someone knowledgeable in social media. So hello and thank you, Maddie. Yeah, I wish she would join our live stream sometimes. She's a busy college student. I've never been on TikTok. I've only ever read bad things about it, so I've been playing it safe. Hey Edie, you know what? I totally hear what you're saying, and I respect that. It took me forever to even want to be on TikTok. And one of the things I don't like about TikTok is the random junk that it'll sometimes put into my feed. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that. We'll say it's random junk, and it's one of the things I don't really like about TikTok. I do have a few viewers, which is fun. And I follow a few people as well. But I think YouTube and Instagram are my two main platforms. And then Facebook is where I started, was Facebook. But I don't know what happened. I kind of lost a lot of viewers from Facebook. I don't think they're seeing my posts or my streams. I am glad you guys are here. Now we're on to Bruce. Oops, I'm kind of liking the simplicity of this one. did we ever finish the 1776? You guys may put it in the chat. Right, 1776. Declaration, Independence, all that fun stuff. So it's kind of cool that they made it 1776 feet tall. So I am throwing a little bit of red, white, and blue on this just in honor of the 1776. Let's break out some color pencils. I'm still learning TikTok. I don't know what buttons I am pressing, but I am pressing. You are silly. You are so silly. I rarely live stream on TikTok because of that reason. I'm not familiar with the interface for live streaming. I know the heart button, the like button. So I'll give hearts to the ones I like. But yeah, I totally get it. No, not that button. Boom. Oh yeah, you don't hit the boom button on TikTok. Do not hit that boom button. Where's my yellow? Must be 10 o'clock because my light went off behind me. Man, why? This is like my time of night where my creativity wakes up. Why do I have to go to bed when my creativity wakes up? I blame college because back in college we would be up all hours of the night in our architect studios. Architecture students are notorious for being up 24/7, lack of sleep, living in our studios, not our dorm rooms. I still have that in my blood from college, that whole night life schedule. And I don't mean like partying, because I didn't even have time to party. Dang, I'm trying to find my neon yellow. It's hiding in here. But I think that's still part of who I am. Can you believe I can't find the yellow? That's silly. Here it is, because it's out already. Gosh, great gosh. All right. So I'm going to throw some neon yellow on here. I just want to pop some of this yellow a little bit more. Might look subtle on camera, but it's popping here in, I was going to say reality, but I think live stream is reality. And is my hat getting in the way of the camera? Let me know. Usually I'm wearing a hat because my hair is bad. And I got to change this song. Maddie's a huge Billy Joel fan, which is awesome. So we got some Billy Joel on right now, which is good. Right, you can see that yellow kind of popping out there. Never a dull moment in NYC. True, right? What's going on? What's going on in the city these days? When are the cherry blossoms coming out? Let me know. When is cherry blossom season? I caught the very end of it last year in Central Park. I was able to see a few trees. Yeah, I'd like to make it in during the main part of the season this year. I was near I think it was near the Museum of Natural History last year, towards the end of cherry blossom season. There we go. Yeah, this is looking cool. Need some pink, neon pink. No mistake, that's it. 76 feet tall and called the Freedom Tower. Yeah, right. Thank you. Thank you, Edie, with the fun fact checking. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. So next week this time I should be in Rome. I should be in Rome. How cool is that? I am so excited. I'm looking forward to sharing my adventures with y'all. Y'all. Did I say that? With y'all. I don't know where that came from. So this is kind of cool. Look at the red, white, and blue on here. I'm getting, this isn't intentional, but almost like flags kind of happening here. Just to harken back to the history, 1776. I think it's kind of cool looking. Do you guys have a favorite time of the year? What's your favorite time or season? Ooh, we're going way down in Kokomo right now with the Beach Boys. If you haven't seen the video for Kokomo, the Beach Boys song, check it out because I think the Muppets star in it. Can never go wrong with the Muppets. Yeah, I'm liking this one. Do you think this is calendar worthy? Let me know. Should we include this one in the calendar? Got inspired to mix a 6B graphite stick with watercolors and gouache in a few journals today. Hey, I love that. I love that. I'm a huge fan of using do I have one here? Water soluble graphite sticks. The Art Graph ones. I'm trying to see if I have one. So that's really cool. I love that you're being inspired and you're doing these different things. How fun is that? It might be a way. But yeah, I do love using those. I did a really kick a graphite sketch of the Chrysler building, which I gave away to a student when they graduated. It was probably one of the best Chrysler building sketches I did, but it was with the graphite. The water-soluble graphite was really cool. Late April most of the time. Oh, thank you so much for the cherry blossom update. Oh boy. For supper, Ben and Jerry's fish food. Your influence goes beyond markers and paint. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry. I'm spreading bad food habits. Ben and Jerry's Chunky Monkey all the way. Guys, I was so bad. I would eat maybe a pint of Ben and Jerry's a week. That was years ago. Now I'm actually really good. I might have it once a month. So I've cut way, way back. but I love my ice cream. Holy moly. September, definitely for September. You love September, that's your favorite month. Fall is cool with the leaves changing colors. Yes, include it. All right, I should include this in the calendar. All right. What else should I add? Let's do a little improv session. What should I add to this? Anything? Colors? I have a color popping into my brain, but I'm not going to say what it is. Spring is your fave. Yeah, spring, right? Spring is great. Rebirth, blooming, flowers, sunshine. Right, when I think of spring, I think of rebirth. Oh, I almost spilled my water. All right. Pretty cool. While we're coming up with suggestions for that, let's flip through this little sketchbook, see if there's anything else in here. And I just randomly grabbed these before I came on. These are sketches near the Oculus. Actually, this is Times Square. Times Square sketch. And these are urban sketching these are done on location, these quick sketches, and I really love this style. Quick, fast, loose. Rock Center. This is not Rock Center, Radio City. Well, near Rockefeller Center. So Radio City, this was during the holidays. When was this? Oh yeah, I did a lot that day on December 12th, 2024. I did a lot that day. Here's kind of Radio City. You can see the Radio City sign, the iconic Christmas tree on top of the sign. Of course, I can never not sketch St. Patrick's or photograph it. I never get tired of looking at this building. St. Patrick's it just looks different every time I see it. Depending on the time of the year, the lighting conditions, the people around it, I just never get tired of it. What else do we have? I see the copper building. This is a copper building. Oh, that's it. We got some blank pages. Oh, this is the Wall Street Christmas tree. So this is a Wall Street Christmas tree inspired sketch. So yeah, so I was asking about seasons because seasons affect us all differently in different ways, right? And whenever I go to the city in different seasons, it's always so different. Let's see, you guys want to do another quick show and tell? Let's see. Do I have anything? I don't think I have anything in this one. Nope. Alrighty then. What do we have here? Blank. Oh no, this is another. This is earning to sketch more. NYPL. This is a detail from New York Public Library. Kind of the urn part of the building steps. So these are also urban sketches. This was done in Central Park. This is Central Park. One of the views. I was trying to be funny. I'll park here for a few. That's silly. All right, what else we got in here? Oh, this is cool. This is another one from Central Park. These were done May 17th, 2025. This is probably another view from Central Park. And I have a lot of blank pages. Cool. Pro tip, I like carrying these small size sketchbooks with me into the city. They're really easy just to whip out. Make sure I have a pen and sketch on the spot. This fits in my pocket so nicely. This is a Moleskine. Moleskin. Right, so we got the Moleskin logo there. So these are really nice. I like that they're hardcover, and they have this band that keeps it closed. And I also like to carry these, right? They're basically the same size. And there's one other format back here. So when I go on my trip next week, I'm going to be carrying something small to sketch on, because I don't think we're gonna have a lot of time to stop and sketch. We're gonna be on the move, so I'm gonna bring probably Moleskin, maybe my Lockbee, and just take quick sketches. This is another great format. This is a Moleskin as well, and not a hardcover, but I just like the paper in here. This is MoMA. This is when I went to MoMA one day to go see Starry Night. This is back in 2023. Yes, Zaro's. I love Zaro's black and white cookies. If you haven't been to Zaro's, go there and check out their black and white cookies. They're delish. Here's like an Empire State Building sketch. Boom. MoMA. Here's a sketch inside MoMA, the stairs. Again, this is another one sketchbook that fits in my pocket really easily. That is not a good sketch of the Sky Bridge, but that's the Sky Bridge. Here's the vessel. Here's one of my favorite water tower sketches. I love this. From the High Line. Here's the shed. I love the sound of rain. Do you guys like the sound of rain? Like it's raining out. I love it. I'll listen to ASMR, like rain, when I fall asleep. I'll listen to it on my AirPods. There's another shot of kind of the vessel. This is Zaha Hadid's building on the High Line. Zaha Hadid is amazing, incredibly talented architect. Unfortunately, she passed away 2015, 17. I forget the exact year, but what an amazing talent she was. And she has a building on the High Line, which is amazing. So it's so cool to see that. Very organic. These are just some other High Lines. It's hard to sketch when you're on the High Line when it's really busy. People kind of nudging you along. Here's the shed. I love the shed building, Hudson Yards. If you don't know the shed building, it slides open, like to expand it itself. It's like on train tracks. It's an incredible building. So cool. But yeah, so these are just some of the. This is the theater where Hamilton is, which I have not seen yet. Grand Central Terminal, of course. Boom. This is a cool GCT sketch. NYPL, New York Public Library. And of course, St. Patrick's. All right, quick show and tell. Let me see if there's any other last comments, anything else I'll add in this, and otherwise we're going to wrap. Early summer before the suffocating humidity. Yeah, right. I went to school in the University of Miami. I know all about humidity. Trust me. Yeah. Like, yeah, you are always saturated. Living in Miami, prepare to always be saturated. The humidity is, I mean, great place, cool vibes, but humidity is cray cray. I'm more of a summer full force, July. There you go, Gigi. I know you're probably excited for the upcoming July festivities in NYC this year. That's so awesome. I like it. I like it hot too. I hate the cold. I feel you. Nice way to start sketching. You guys are awesome. I love this community going on in the chat. All right, guys. I do have one last question. I've been toying around with the idea of adding text words on these sketches. Should I write on these pages what this is? I don't know how I'm going to do it. I'm thinking some kind of a graffiti-ish style. Or do I keep it simple? You know, like, do I just use like a white gel pen or something and just put like One World Trade and keep it really simple? So I don't know. Should I add text words to these journal pages? You know, or I can go the route of, you know, writing down freedom, peace, remember, you know, kind of jazz it up with some text. So I'm kind of been debating about that in my brain. So let me know. All right. I like this one. All right, guys, Monday's not too far away. That means I have some school tomorrow. Got to put my teacher pants on, go into teaching mode, which is kind of cool. I feel like it's not too hard for me to switch into teaching mode. Sometimes it's hard to keep up the energy in teaching mode. And sometimes teaching mode can turn into babysitting mode, even in high school, unfortunately. But that's very rare. I'm pretty blessed for the students I have. But yeah, that's my game for tomorrow. And then I got a busy week. Then I'm packing up and headed out. I'm going to miss live streaming with you guys for a week. So hopefully you don't forget me over that week I'm gone. Maybe I'll leave some videos or I'll post some before I leave. Or maybe one of you guys wants to guest host for me. Anybody want to guest host a live stream for me? Well, that'd be kind of cool. Because I want to keep this thing going, keep it growing, keep it showing, keep on spreading positivity through creativity. All right. Hey, Lori Jean is in the house. Good to see you. Yeah, the humidity in Florida is relentless. Ooh, yeah. It's inescapable. And the bugs. You practically had to use a spatula to scrape them off your windshield. Oh my gosh. Did you, apparently you've spent some serious time down there, so you know all about it. Yeah, it's crazy. I use a glass dip pen with ink. Ooh. I have never tried that, Lori Jean. That sounds intriguing. Glass dip pen with ink. That sounds interesting. I'd say no text. All right, Edie, appreciate it. Gigi says, let's give text a try. Depends where, of course. Yeah. So I'm in the fence right now. I love your feedback, guys. I don't want it to be too busy. What I could do is, I know it's late. I could take out a piece of tracing paper and mock something up, but maybe we'll do that tomorrow on tomorrow night's stream. You know, if I'm going to do this on a calendar, obviously I'll scan these in. Then I got to format the calendar page. The calendar page itself could definitely have some info on it. So I'm going to have to figure out how to lay that all out. Any of you guys good at graphic design? Let me know. Maybe we can talk. Maybe we can collab. It does sound elegant. I'll be here when you get back. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Bottom date, your initials, and title. Bottom date, your initials, title. Do something like that on the bottom. I love the feedback, guys. I mean, there's definitely space for something like that on some of these. Oops. All right. I've seen those pens and they're beautiful. Yeah, I'm not familiar with those pens. They sound incredible. Uh, I am looking for. Looking for some magic trace paper. Well, I don't have white handy. I don't have white trace paper handy, but you can just maybe get the idea. Oh, let's take a Sharpie. Let me see his red pen. All right, let's see. So we put like one. It's not really showing up on camera, is it? One World Trade. The date. We'll just put 2026. And I usually sign my sketches. I put a heart. And I usually put Jason. I mean, if I put stuff at the bottom, it wouldn't be red. It probably would be white. I don't know, guys. I wish I had some fancy schmancy writing. Like I do like Lincoln. Oh, that looks like a K. It's supposed to be Lincoln. Oops. I mean, I could do architectural lettering. That I can do. So we got like Lincoln Center, some fancy schmancy script or something. Some music notes. For all my musicians out there, I don't even know if these are legit music notes I'm drawing. Am I making a song? I don't know. I don't know if I do architectural lettering, it'd be more like clean. More architectural, clean on there. Maybe put your John Hancock on the bottom corner. That's pretty much what people would expect, so it wouldn't detract from the image. My new intro song. What? What is this? A flat, BQ. Gigi, do you know how to write music? I don't know how some of you guys feel about AI music. Some people hate it, some love it. I like it for me from a creative point of view, as someone who's can't write music or play an instrument. It was a good way for me over the winter to get some stories out of my head into music form. I'm not in favor of AI taking over for actual musicians, performing musicians, and yeah, no, I'm not. But as a creative tool for someone that can't do music like me, it was really cool just to write some stories. So the reason I'm talking about that is because I would love to do an intro song, and I have one for my upcoming podcast I'm working on. But if you guys want to check out, and this isn't I don't get you money or anything. You can check out a playlist I created. I'm just gonna pull it up. So on Suno, I have this whole thing. It's called Invisibly Caffeinated, and they're all AI. And what was cool for me was sometimes my brain has a lot of stories in it, right? And sometimes sitting in like coffee shops and things like that, you hear stories or you see things happening. So I wanted to write all these stories about all these like coffee things that could happen in a coffee shop. So there's a lot of songs on here, and they're all inspired by being not I didn't see all these or hear all these stories, but a lot of this is from my imagination of being in a coffee shop. Some of these things I actually heard or saw happen in coffee shops. But this was a really cool tool just for me to get music out of my head into music form. Um, so Gigi mentioned like a theme song or a show song, and I did use that app. It's called Suno, Suno, to make a song for my podcast. Um, and again, just as a creative tool, not as an artist replacement. Yeah, so maybe just sign the bottom, like down here. And I could sign it in script. I could. That's my kind of signature. I could do that, or I could just do the one people can actually read. All right, guys. Thank you so much for your feedback. A lot to think about. All right, I'm gonna wrap up. See if there's any final questions or comments. It's 10:30. All right, guys. Last pro tip: keep tracing paper around. It's really a great way to look at changes before you actually change things. So, as an architecture student, as an architect, we live on tracing paper. And one day I'll show you some sketches I did on tracing paper, inspired by, very loosely inspired by the Starry Night. Guys, you are awesome. I appreciate you so, so much. And I hope you have an amazing Monday. And the rest of your evening, I hope, is beautiful and special and relaxing. Please get a good night's sleep. Have an amazing Monday, and I'm sure I will see you probably tomorrow night. Until we meet again, sketch boldly, live creatively, and inspire endlessly. I appreciate y'all. Oh my gosh, wait, I can't sign off. Merx Miller. Oh my. How the heck are you? Wow. I hope all is well with you, Merx. I haven't. How many has it been? Like 2 years? 2 to 3 years? I hope all's well. I would love, hopefully, you can join a stream again. It'd be fun to catch up. Nice to see you pop in. Yeah, all's well. Love to check in with you and see how if you ever made any progress with um your books. It's so cool to see you pop in here. Love that. Thanks, Merks. Be sure to if you're not following me on YouTube, be sure to follow me and subscribe on YouTube. That'd be great. Great chatting with you, Edie. Take care. Have a great start to your week also. I appreciate everybody here. Till we meet again. Take care. Wow. I'm sorry, I just can't log out. It is amazing how technology can bring people together in positive ways. Let's focus on the positive, guys. We need to. We all need to. All right, take care, everybody. Whoa, Andrea's on also. Where's everybody's popping on? Andrea, how are you? Haven't seen you in a while on YouTube. Great to see you. Thank you. I'm glad you're liking the artwork. That's so cool. Dang. I should just keep signing off and get more people joining in. This is great. Let me sign off again and see if anybody else joins. This is so fun. Yeah, Andrea, it's been a long time. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you can catch me live again. Guys, I should be live again tomorrow. Probably around 9 p.m.-ish Eastern time. I know, Gigi. Gigi's like, all right, Jason, just get off the air. Come on. Please get off the air. I'm just hanging to see if anybody else pops on. Yeah, I love this. I'm great. I always seem to miss your lives. So, Andrea, I have been streaming live anywhere from typically 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock. I've been going live pretty much every day for the past couple weeks. Guys, I may have missed a day or two. Yeah, so feel free to pop in, sign up for those notifications. What is that bell thing? Hit that bell icon on YouTube and you'll be notified when I'm live. If you don't see that bell for a long time, then that probably means, I don't know. I don't know what that means. But hit that bell. Paula, you're on too. Wait, did I say hi to you already? I don't even know. How do you and have a good evening, everybody? Paula, great to see you. Thank you, Gigi. Said turn the notification bell on. Do you guys all know how to do that? I know you're about to sign off, but I thought I'd just say hi real quick, and I hope you have a good evening and day tomorrow, everybody. Paula, I'm so glad you said hello. It's so awesome. Should I just stay on until everybody signs off? It's very easy for me to stay on. I can keep talking and drawing. Maybe I need some Dunkin' tomorrow on my way to school. Yeah, this is so awesome. I also need to... All right, so I should have been taking notes. I didn't take any notes tonight. I'll have to go back to the transcript. Because I have a couple of to-dos, right? We got to figure out if I'm going to sign these, how I'm going to format these. Gigi said there's a lot to do. There is a lot of stuff to plan on this. Plenty of time, I think. If I want to get a calendar out, I should probably start marking it in like September, I think. Be cool. Anybody else want to say hello? All right, guys. Notification bell has to be set to all. Thank you, Gigi, for the pro tips. I know, Gigi, I know you're busy, but if you prefer never to be a mod, but if you ever want to be a mod, let me know, because you were just so always helpful, and I appreciate that. All right, guys, so here's what's coming up this week. We'll continue working on this book. I'm going to go over my travel sketching kit I'm going to bring with me when I go away next week. So it'll be very, very minimalistic. Yeah, I'll kind of show you my essential sketching tools, and we'll take it from there. Until we meet again, sketch boldly, live creatively, and happy 95th birthday to William Shatner. I just thought of him because of the whole go boldly where no one has gone before. But anyway, sketch boldly, live creatively, and inspire endlessly. See you.